I just need to look into maybe the audio for the game, see if it's at a good level or not. I'm not sure what's the best way to do that. Where the fuck? Why did the game put me here? Okay, sure. Is there a good way to check? Not quite. Not yet, at least. Well, either way. So, there will not be much fucking around with my setting, because I've changed stuff. I've pretty much tilted my big screen, my big TV, and just had the game running on my TV instead. And just tilted it towards the PC, or like to my PC setup, so I can look at the TV instead. It will makes it a little bit easier. And whatnot. Actually, so does it maybe make it easier if I just enable the preview? Now this obviously makes me not able to tell whether or not the preview or whether or not the game gets, to run slow at some point.
The boat cannot be far.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Huh. Earlier, Sindri made it sound like Derlin was some sort of rebellion leader. Doesn't sound like anyone's following him.
Was being the key word here, little brother.
I think it's probably be fine. Yeah, I think it will be fine. We'll see. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Well, it sounds all right for me. So.
I saw a dock back there. Maybe there's a boat we can use to.
Yes, I'm aware. I've already got the things that's here, right? Yes, I did. No, wait. Yeah, that's just lights. Okay. So, anyways, so that was one thing regarding my setup, but that's more my end. That has nothing to do with the streaming end. Number two is that after the stream, I did look at some gameplay of someone else playing. But more importantly, that didn't really give me much of an impression per se. More importantly was that I started the game again from the beginning. I'm still playing on the same difficulty. I, however, have changed the controls of the game. So now light attack and heavy is square and triangle. Like a normal video game, because if a game has Dark Souls controls and it isn't Dark Souls, that and the game doesn't function like Dark Souls regarding rolls and whatnot. For example, Dark Souls should have you press dodge once to the side and he should roll a good distance. You should get good iframes and whatnot with that. This doesn't necessarily have that in that sense, so yeah, not Dark Souls therefore, and therefore it fucks with my brain, so I've changed it to controls that doesn't fuck with my brain quite as hard. And also, as I've restarted the game, I played through it from the beginning up to this point, almost the same point as I were before, and I've managed to pick up more different things that I didn't find the other when I first ran through it. I've also picked different things, and I've upgraded my armor and whatnot, and you could talk to the Sindri was his name. You could talk to him and you could get a revive stone for free, apparently. So I got that and stuff, and Atreus apparently had a skill that made him not completely fucking useless anymore, which is that he can draw enemy aggression when enemies all attack you, which is anything at all compared to him being nothing before. So he has any use at all now.
There's a building just past these rocks behind me. Maybe we should head that way.
And I have different equipment, so I have a different armor, and also I picked the other shield, which honestly at this point I find it to be the better shield, because that shield lets me completely ignore the mechanic behind yellow attacks, because I can just block those now Unless it's fully charged. Oh no, don't do that, game. Or that's not actually the game, that was the connection in general. I didn't even touch the fucking connection, whether it be cable or not. So do not fuck around.
I'd particularly appreciate us checking out the mining
Oh, they
rigs in the lake.
let me
Right.
do. Even if I
See the
saved
smoke
here, they
stacks from
still
here.
make me do this, huh? Or just
But if
sit
you
and
don't wanna
stare
explore now,
as they explain what I
Daryl's
couldn't do.
place is through that open
Yes,
gate
I'm
to the
aware. I
left.
saved it on this water for a reason. I thought you could just spawn me here, but no, apparently not.
So which way do we go?
And I've
prepare
also
more
decided
for
I'll
rescuing
do
Kira.
these
Up to you.
towers because could probably yield something.
Mimir, are you really the one who had those rigs built?
Odin wanted the
I will
dwarves
probably
understood
still
so
not
well.
do too many
I
like
convinced
side
him he could
stuff,
buy their allegiance instead of
side
demanding
quests
it
and
outright.
whatnot.
A trade agreement of sorts.
If I can fucking help it. I mean, obviously the game. I don't know how the game is balanced, so I don't know if the game will punish you if you don't do any. Oh, cool. Okay, great. I don't even know why it's doing that. Okay. I don't even know why the connection decides to be an ass. I don't know what is doing that. I really don't. Is it regarding... I mean, it's not. I don't even know where the source of that would be. I don't know, but, you know, that it came back. I mean, the worst part is the noise that it does. I don't know if... I mean, probably is heard for you too. But it's definitely heard for me. Like a quick, whatchamacallit? I don't know. I don't know what to call it, but a disabled preview. Maybe that's the fuck is that supposed to be? It's a green bird. I'm sure it has a relevance of some kind. Maybe it's because it would have to be. Yeah, I really don't know what it would be. I wouldn't even know how to search for that problem, but no, destroy that thing. There we go. Because I can't attack in the water. So I have to just run it over. Yoink.
One of the mining rigs is here.
See the smoke above us? That's where we're headed. Let's see if we can't shut it down.
Oh, there you are.
Left side!
Oh, so yeah, so I have some points that I wanted to note, which means that I'm gonna be a little bit.
The dwarves didn't
I feel like it's a little bit of a mean sentence to say, but there have been like mentions of like this game in terms of puzzles. The game will like tell you the puzzle or the solution before you even try to figure it out. All right, I'll just hit this and we'll see what happens. Okay, was that it? All right, interesting. Sure that will return in some form. Yes, no, probably. Oh, okay, we just climb around. But honestly, my problem is less to deal with them talking and saying stuff for puzzles. It's honestly just them talking in general. Because this game won't shut the fuck up at any point. Even like at points that it shouldn't have to talk. Like there was that point when you're on the river, the first stretch, and then you reach the wheel, and like Kratos just goes, "There's a wheel," and Atreus goes, "Maybe we could, you know, get rid of it, or you know, turn it so we can get through." And I'm like, these were both incredibly obvious like perceptions. It's like, congrats, you have ice, guys. What did you like? Yeah, and like, oh, you dodged that, did you? Okay. So it can see me from up here. Seems a bit unrealistic, but okay. Alright, it's still doing that. I don't know why. So I don't know what it is. Alright, well, okay, let's keep going now then. Maybe it's fine. Either way, let's do that. Where would be... So it retreats there. So where would you consider? And then you yeah. So I found 2 of these,
Anything illuminating?
or 1 before. I don't think I did that otherwise. I don't know what they do. Oh yeah, they just give like, it's like codex things, I guess. So what to do with this then? Oh, is it just like stand here, throw your axe? Yes, literally. That's all there is. Cool. Get stuff. Oh, okay.
Great. Now we can make it across.
That's what I mean. Shit like that is completely pointless. And it's like, yes, I get it. That's kind of why I did the thing. Was to get across. So, what game did you think I was dumb enough to not realize that the thing that I realized was the solution to getting across wouldn't potentially get me across? And if that was a thing that I was worried about, you know, wouldn't I, you know, try that first? Since movement and whatnot tends to be just a button that you push. But yeah, so like what I was gonna say also is that this game is very Marvel-esque. Like the Marvel movies, they have the same kind of tone slash feel in that sense when talking narrative and characters so far. Especially with all the fucking constant talking, it very much feels like something like that. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll push the button and that does nothing. And did you feel useful now, Atreus? Oh, great.
Just keep coming. It's a bear trap. Spawning a little wretches like there's no tomorrow.
Okay. Fine.
Watch your left.
I'll just spam light attack and get more health, I guess. Oh, you wanna be an ass. Is that literally all you're gonna do? Oh my god. Yeah, I think that's literally all this is. So you just spawn dudes, spit acid, and when you get too close, you just do red attacks. Sure. Oh, you can cancel those out. So like, when he does a red attack, how do you cancel that? God, this game is so bad with multiple enemies, unless the game knows something that I don't. Also, the thing with the lock-on, I've noticed, is that it's way worse than Dark Souls lock-on. Because Dark Souls lock-on, when you click R3 and you push a direction on your right stick, it will actually shift the enemy that you're looking at. It sure fucking doesn't in this game. The game says it will, but it's not doing that. So, you know, that's the thing.
They just keep coming. It's a bird trap. Spawning a little wretched like there's no tomorrow. It will be so. Target down.
Oh, okay, you don't have any distance to dodge, you just kind of have to time the dodge instead. Specifically.
Right flag.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of ignore all the little dudes. There we go.
The rig's likely chock-a-block with materials that could help us. I'd grab whatever it spits up in the process.
Oh, okay.
If the dwarves agreed to the deal with Asgard, why do they blame you?
I talked them into their own exploitation.
They made their choice.
Work or die is not a choice. I only made it seem so. What you just picked up there is pure Svartalfheim ore. It won't be of use in the rig anymore, but perhaps our Huldra brothers could craft something from it.
Did that drop anything? No, I guess it was just something else beside the explodey pot that dropped that. Alright, well that's 1 out of 3. I wish I could just jump off the edge fully now and just straight off the boat, but no, we don't have access to full freedom movement like that. Can I jump off here though? Oh, no, I can't jump off. I need to use this. And then Atreus will just teleport, which is good.
I had them built to harvest ore for armaments. Essentially harnessing resources that would otherwise go to the dwarves.
You think shutting these things down will help the dwarves become independent?
I don't know, but I have to try something.
And then let's see. There we go. Well, that's already tracked. I guess we'll just go through here.
Hey, it's another one of those geysers, but huge. Maybe we could check it out later.
We can see it fine from here.
What? You want me to drive into it? Was that your idea? Oh, it's okay. Oh well. Is this what is the okay? Hold on. What is this thing for?
No, it's still here.
What?
The island near the geyser. We need to get the key from it and unlock this door. I need to set right a very old wrong. Bloody Draugr holes! We've got to clear out all these undead bastards!
Okay.
You're on fire, Kratos! Come on fire!
Yeah, I'm aware that I'm on fire. No.
Come on, get up!
Hmm. Hmm.
Bloody Draugr holes! We've got to clear out all these undead bastards!
Okay, okay, so... okay. Oh, and it can just kind of dodge out of focus.
Left flank!
Yep, it can.
You're on fire, Kratos!
Can dash off of your lock on, which seems a bit fucking annoying. Guess it is.
Won't be hearing any more from those Draugr.
Oh, and that one just fucking dissipated, alright. What was that? Oh, it's an attachment. I go, okay. Dust of Realms, okay. Oh, okay. Sure. I guess. Might as well. Is that level 2? Okay, apparently that's level 2. Don't know how. Yet again, if you're hearing clicking, it's just my PC being stupid. No. Oh, I can't upgrade those anyways. Yep, okay. Let's see. Anything interesting that we actually have now? Don't really care for any range that is charge a move. Yeah, sure. Let me get that one. What was this move? This one just run and okay. You know what? Sure. We'll get both of these. Let's have a tooltip saying, oh, you do more damage against frozen enemies if you hit them with your Blades of Chaos. And vice versa. It's like, yeah, only if you've actually gotten that upgrade, which you don't have to begin with. So, you know. I feel like they could have just been moves you had from the beginning. Or moves.
What's behind the door?
A prisoner of sorts.
Taking a break before visiting Durlin? Very wise.
Oh, you're here?
Can be a lot. I'm here for you.
Sup, douche. Can upgrade that.
By the way,
Oops,
if you're
Jesus.
headed to the mining rigs in the bay, could you bring me any slag you find? I could use the material for my crafting.
Sure you could. Oh yeah, we could sell
That
stuff
belonged
like
to one
this
of the
to
rebels,
get
didn't it?
money. So we can do stuff. Oh, okay. Vitality. Stun grabbing it. Grants a health burst. Uh-huh. Oh, this is actual chest armor, okay. And then you have gloves and shit that does the same. Except it doesn't give you any defense, it gives you health instead. Okay.
Whatever you need, I'll create.
Get this. So I guess it recharges per fight. Or something. Unsure. I don't know what it is that you, or do you just have certain amounts of ones? Possibly.
Well, if you change your mind-
whatever. Yes, we will unlock this that I can't use. Except unless this is the only way to fast travel, in which case, sure.
There's another mining rig on this island, brother. Smell that smoke?
Why would the dwarves agree to work for the Aesir in the first place?
That's the heart of it, eh?
You lied to them.
I lied to them.
Wow, there's a lot to explore here. Kinda nice to be out of Midgard for a bit, huh?
We get another stone that we can fling to our towards our enemies. Is that? Okay, no, that guy's level 1. Thought it looked like level 4 for a second there. Like, I don't know what the requirements for shifting a target is, but it sure as fuck isn't just aiming, or is it were they literal when they said aiming shifts your target? You have to literally look in your new considered target's direction. Is that how this works? Except
Above you! Watch out!
it when I had locked on those far away, it didn't want to lock back onto this guy even though he was close. Because it makes it difficult to deal with. I don't want this to be another situation that I don't know if I mentioned at any point. I didn't play it on stream because I knew what it might turn out to be. So I at one point I played Nier Automata. At some point I don't know if I mentioned it at all. But I don't like Nier Automata. That's a statement I feel I can say just in general, even though it's very well liked for people and whatnot, and I don't necessarily want this to be another situation where it's like, yeah, people like this game and I go, no, I don't like it. And with Nier, it's a different, it's a reason in the fact that they decided to make you replay the game the same bit that you had already played. Oh god. Yeah, they wanted you to replay the same bit that you already played, but with worse combat, and then they destroyed my in-game motivation for continuing to play. Because of a reveal, and so I just were like, yeah, I'm not gonna do. Also the fact that it's like the endings thing of like, no, you need to fucking play through, which also people are stupid because they don't understand how to describe it correctly, where they say you need to beat it 3 times or whatever. No, you don't need to beat it 3 times. The game has 3 parts in which you need to beat each part because they continue each one after another, but except you play through the game twice. But either way, I've already got a thought in my head that said I don't want to play. I want to quit because this shit is stupid. Because the aiming with this is not good. This targeting is terrible. I feel like I can say that. It's terrible because it's not snappy enough and doesn't give me control. And the immediate thing I can compare to is to Dark Souls, and Dark Souls have an aiming and lock-on system that you can actually like, you just lock on and then you just snap with the stick, and it will switch between the enemies that are at a certain range of you. But even if there's multiple close to you, this game won't fucking do that, which makes it difficult to know what is where. And now also that the game decided to be like, you know, we're gonna have 3 enemies that spit poison and create poison puddles that damage you way too much for some reason, way more than they should, I feel. But you know, and so yeah, I guess this is, I'll just fucking fight them one-on-one, where they have now decided to not do anything, I guess, which is cool. But I can't cheese it this often, or this easily very often, so yeah, I don't know. And I don't know if it necessarily is like the game's too hard, because the problem would be then that I'm not good enough, but like I feel like the game is too restrictive in how it functions for it to, is this another? Yeah, it is. For me to be able to do something. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me get back my thing. Switch weapon. There we go. That did a thing, because apparently there's a chest that I... of this nature, which I didn't know there was, but okay. Whoosh.
You okay, Mimir?
To the blacksmiths of Svartalfheim, the creation of a weapon was a sacred thing. But Odin just wanted as many blades as he could get, as fast as he could get them. With every stolen resource and mediocre blade, the dwarves lost a bit of themselves.
Thank you. Let's see. Let's see where the fuck this chest is. That I've apparently done 1 out of 3 things for. Oh, here it is. Okay. That's 2. Where be the last one? That was 1. Okay. Ah, okay. I see. Is this Apple territory, or is this, Sure is. One out of 2 needed, okay. Well, last time I only picked up 1. So what, will it increase 1 each time, or will it now double every time? Although that seems very ludicrous, but... Okay, well that was another one of these... What the fuck did they call them? I won't say mine, but that is incorrect. Vents?
The dwarves survived because of you.
Ah, you're not wrong there, brother. Odin would have wiped out every last dwarf in Svartalfheim. If he couldn't use their skills, no one could.
Are we sure that that's pointing in the, you know, correct direction? Or is it pointing
Mimir,
towards the
How many
closest
stories have you
landing
told about
spot?
Odin and Thor, and all the bad things they've done? Let's see how many we can remember.
Enough. We will continue later.
Yes.
Smell the smoke? There's another mining rig here.
You speak of your deeds with shame. Do you regret not allowing Odin to kill them?
I don't... No.
Bet we could swing across that, lift thing.
Gantry.
Gantry. Thanks.
Okay.
Not quite right.
Hmm. Oh, okay, fine. Down. Here we go.
It's gotta be the right spot.
Oh. I get, yeah, that's the puzzle talking as well. But like, even though that's not even necessarily them saying the solution, because you got the solution,
Bet a spark from your blade.
and it's just them commenting on everything. I sense in the near future that I'm... What, this? Oh, okay. So what about that one? I sense in the near future that I might just feel like, yeah, I'm not gonna play this on stream because I'm gonna want to play the game muted or something, while like doing something completely different.
I think we could break through the ground here, if you found a high enough place to drop from.
Oh, there? Sure. Yeah, the fact that there's a thing there is kind of obvious. There's a chest. And here was a chest that I already got, I guess. I'm not allowed to get to that, okay. Was that what I saw before? Maybe. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Oh, that's only... Let me go back. Okay. Alright, nope, nothing, so I guess we'll just spin the wheel and we'll see what happens, where we can go. Higher up is pointless. Lower down? And that will do literally nothing. Did I rotate this somehow? Oh. No? Okay.
One less feathery spy.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck that shit. Or is this based off of... No? I was thinking if it was depending on where you land. Where's the... Oh god. I don't know. So clearly this has to be here. Oh, okay. boots. Yay.
Surprised the dwarves didn't shut these rigs off themselves.
One or two tried. The Einherjar made examples of them.
They killed the dwarves? Couldn't you have convinced them not to?
Aye.
No, no. Oh, okay. It's all for that. Bye. Some texts. Was this a codex thing again?
Huh. Impressive.
I think it is, yes. Oh, and okay. Right. Wait, can you just do that from here?
That should help.
Should it? Are you sure about that? Oh, there. There we go. That's the angle. Oh, now it's slightly too high. Okay, hold on. I thought so. We need to go around. Wait, what? That's the lowest they can go? Oh, there we go. Oh, alright, wait. Ugh. No.
I think we can reach it there.
You fucking say? No, yeah, there, I think.
Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah, of course.
Wasn't so hard.
Oh yeah, also the game doesn't allow you to attack backwards. Like if you hold back because there's an enemy behind you, they don't allow you to just push back and then attack to hit them. The game does not allow that. Oh, there.
It is done.
If you could call so meager a task done. A wee drop out of the Asgardian occupational bucket.
You must live with your deeds, but do not be troubled by them, brother.
Oh? And why not?
You were given an impossible problem. Do not blame yourself for failing to solve it.
I'm sure the dwarves would feel differently. This doesn't fix things.
No, but it is a start.
A reminder, brother. That Svartalfheim slag we collected could be of considerable use in the hands of Brock or Sindri.
Well, we'll see him at some point. Or Sindri specifically seems to fucking show up whenever he wants, so.
The air smells a lot cleaner. Must be because we shut down the rigs.
It doesn't go that fast, but sure.
Father, is it always moral to kill something that's trying to kill you?
Yes.
Well, there you have it, lad.
Didn't I open this before?
Thanks for grabbing this.
What can I make for you?
Ah, that's what he makes with the ore. That's why. You know what? Sure.
I am, as always, at your service.
When does Atreus' skill become possible to get? 1,000, alright. What do you mean after impaling enemies? Or an enemy? What do you mean by that? Okay, it's not a different move that you combo, it is literally that one. So when you do the move and hit them, right, you just hold. Okay. It's not gonna be a long stream, I can tell, but alright. After... Alright, that's the one going towards them. Get that one, sure. And then... the next was his house. And then after the house is the part where I stopped, I think. So we'll kind of possibly... Oh, okay, yeah, this compass is very bad, I feel. Yeah, he can't.
Atreus, you are getting better. Faster.
I'd even be better than you one day, huh?
If you are not, I have failed.
We going to Durlin's? Hope he'll be happy we fixed those rakes.
I don't think he gives a shit.
This is the safety office?
Well, the sign a hair's breadth away from a head injury up there certainly gives that impression.
We're looking for Durlin?
Do you have an appointment?
No?
Okay, no.
Has anyone ever had an appointment here?
I feel like this game should have cutscenes you can skip, but they might implement that at some point.
Here to collect on something, pal. Think parading a severed head around on your hip is gonna scare me into somehow approving estrogen secretion proposal, eh?
We are looking for a prisoner of Odin's.
He's being kept in a mine somewhere. Some friends of ours said that you could help.
Where did you get... You chop her head off with that too, eh?
She was my wife.
Dina and I wondered where she went after our little coup here failed.
Failed?
Yeah, come, come. Failed.
Faye is dead.
Rest of them are. Ones left alive have to pay the price. I'm afraid I can't help you with your little prisoner situation.
But he could have answers on how to stop Odin. And free Svartalfheim from the Aesir.
Now, I'm not in the business of crossing the old father anymore. Right, before you go.
Oh, Jess.
Take this.
What is it?
A fine. Hygiene code violation for improper transport of a rotting head. 2 demerits for speaking the all
How goes God equips?
for fucking up my desk!
Bit mid, I would say.
Pay it at your leisure, okay? Get out of my office.
It's not doing itself too many favors so far. I'm not saying it's bad, more saying that I may not stream it.
Get
That's
out
for
of
sure,
my
'cause-
office. Don't you understand?
Yeah.
You said her name was Diener?
Because I'm feeling I'm reaching a certain,
Sure.
like,
Thank you. I think.
I'll drop the name, Near Automata situation. In which, oh yeah, and here's this bit. In which it's like, oh yeah, this is a good game, seemingly, but I don't like it.
Now there are enemies
or at least I don't want to stream playing this game because I want to play it muted or something potentially. Okay, so will this situation go any better than before now? We'll see. If anything, maybe we can just play the kiting game and that could work. There we go. How am I poisoned? Yeah, definitely feel like it should have a banter slider of some proportion. Just a shut the fuck up button. But it's also less, it's not purely the game not shutting up that I'm focusing on in that sense. It's like the game, how it plays and certain things in that sense. Like the lock-on system is quite honestly terrible because it doesn't work how it should be working, where if you have it locked on and then you press to the side, it should switch targets, but it doesn't fucking do that at all times. And even if it does, it picks weird targets there, where I had two enemies there and I pressed to the right, but it decided to target the dude on the ground underneath me for some reason. I don't know why. Instead of the one that is closest. Bye. Oh, help, thank you.
Okay.
Well, that one's better.
I think Derlin wrote down directions.
The dwarf has given us a map.
Sort of. You smell him? But it seems to lead to a mine beyond that mountain. Ah, Tyr! Derlin helped us anyway.
Not everyone uses axes and arrows to fight.
Exactly, some uses their fists. Oh, is that purely... Oh, that's if they decide to just hop onto that one and just stick to it for a bit. Dun 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 dun. Let's save. In fact, can I... Don't know if I can, but okay.
This thing looks like it can take us up the mountain. Maybe we'll be able to see a mine up there.
Ah, nothing quite like a dwarven train ride. We can take that train up the mountain when you're ready, brother.
Yes, I'm aware. I am in fact not lost the game. Oh, is this a... the thing I absolutely can't
Need
do.
some special equipment to use this.
Yeah. Those quotes I can tolerate because they tell you if you absolutely can't fucking do anything with that currently. In which case I'm like, yeah, sure. Fair enough.
Heimdall. There's a name I don't miss hearing.
No one said it until you did, just now.
Durlin. He didn't need to say it, brother. It was written all over his face. Well, burned, I should say. Into his head.
He burned that into Durlin's head?
Failed rebellions tend to warrant swift and enduring retribution.
He is a captain of Odin.
Aye, and the bearer of Galahorn. True believer, that one. There are few things so dangerous in a man as lack of doubt.
Seems like we're here. Come on. This way. I can see another train. Let's look for a way to get over there.
The Forge.
You know, maybe finding Tyr is our best protection. Seemed like Odin really didn't want us to find it. Once Tyr's free and can be god of war again, Odin won't have time to worry about us.
If that is his war to fight, he may have it.
Die bug. Huh.
A bomb.
Deactivated, but yes. Likely one belonging to Barry, the dwarf, builder of the Great Hall, Lua.
The fuck was that? A holy hand grenade? Is that a fucking heart? Okay. Ooh, a chest. Okay.
We may need some special equipment to use this.
Oh, this too? Alright, well. We'll see if I remember that this chest is here. Unless I get this special equipment right now. Also, we're fighting a gigantic crocodile.
Whoa! Is that a Trekkie? What happened here?
Use caution.
I think it's dead. Yep. Definitely dead. Hey, I wonder if...
Atreus!
Oh, well that one's dead, but this one is not. Fuck you. Nope. Fuck you. I'm gonna body you to the till the. Oh, okay. You can use lightning. I didn't realize that. Okay. Ow, that's a bit fucking unfair, I feel, but sure. Still gonna body you. Yeah, come on. Yeah, sure. Attack me with that. Bitch! Okay. Was that meant to be a boss? No, it's not necessarily boss. They do that for like stronger enemies that you fight. They're like mini bosses,
So,
but it's not like a normal typical like the. It depends because you have like the bear you fought in the beginning of the game is, I don't know if that counts as boss. I would say that's more of a mini boss as well. The huntress that you fight is a mini boss. Thor is a boss because Thor has 3 stages and aka 3 health bars. He considers to be a boss, I would feel, but no, that's more just they're mini bosses. The game has several of those, seemingly, so not quite. But that guy got royally bodied. Which was very fun.
Down there, I can see a mine. That has to be what Derlin was talking about.
Tracks up on the left there. Might be another train we can take.
Father, what if a war with Odin isn't just Tyr's to fight? What if it's ours too?
war is not the only way.
We're gods. Better gods. We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people. And what if the only way to do that is war?
Atreus.
I mean, you want to stop Ragnarok? Kill Jormungandr. It's step 1. Fenrir is apparently already dead, so you know that's not a problem. I forget other like chief characters that causes it, but if you kill the snake, then Thor can't fish him up and whatnot. So Loki, oh yeah, Atreus is Loki, so that's also part of the game. You're supposed to figure out they are trying to find out what Loki is supposed to be doing and whatnot, and find out more about his powers and whatnot. So you know, although they already killed Balder in the previous game, which seemingly kickstarted Ragnarok. So you know, I'm pretty sure them stopping Ragnarok, they've already failed with that because it's already started, but meaning I don't know if they can even stop it per se because it's already begun, but he's got Loki's powers, then he's meant to be ruining everything. Well, maybe he will. Maybe he will be. We shall see. I mean, he did turn into a bear. Not willingly, but... And then he has the... Well, no, the arrow powers I think might just be... Well, then I think it's magic, which is because of him having Loki's power. He can also heal himself, apparently. And whatnot. The fuck is this? Oh, okay. Oh god.
The wretches keep coming from that pillar. Looks like a nest.
Are you calling this thing a pillar?
If you destroy the nest, you might stop coming.
I didn't even see what this is. Is this the troll or... Oh, okay.
Looks like we have to get this one back on the tracks. Wow, this thing is small. Okay, we need to go left. Hopefully that's it. Wait, I meant my left. Keep going. We're so close. Just a little to the left. Yeah, that's it. Round 2. Here we go.
Okay, I guess that was supposed to be... Alright. I feel like every bonding type moment like those are not gonna hit at all for me. Could be because I didn't play the previous game. So that, you know, that's... But I'm just like, I guess this is just supposed to be a cutesy moment for the game of like, look, you're doing it, the thing with your son, and I'm like, I would have liked him to just put it on the rails immediately, but you know.
When we got back. Here. Okay, so we came here looking for Tyr because we don't trust Odin, right?
Did he run into the wall? Or do you mean that he... Nope. Do you mean that he clipped into it? Or that he, like, ran head first into it?
Tell me where!
Atreus, look for a brake to stop the train. It should be a lever of some sort.
Found it! The brake's stuck!
Keep trying, little brother.
Father!
Stop this train!
Alright, fucker. I can mash buttons.
I think it's about to...
No!
Tries to push, fucking punch. Oh, here we go. Troll. Oh, it just kills it instantly. Doesn't give a shit. Yeah, alright. Doesn't even become an enemy. He just kills it in cutscene. Alright.
Can't believe it. Are you serious?
Bitch. Bitch.
Get back!
Bitch. Okay, hold on. There we go. Yoink. Fuck you.
Watch your right!
What do you mean by your rights? Could you possibly have thought? Oh.
That was crazy. All of it.
You said it, little brother.
Was it? I don't think that was crazier than anything else we've been doing. Alright, fuck you, bye. Okay. What the fuck was that supposed to be for? Alright. It was for something at least. Alright. Was it just because it was just blocking small items, I guess? Oh god, game, please just.
Right flank! Poison! Right flank!
Oh. Cool, you wanna stop fucking interrupting me now, enemies? No, that one. Thank you. Oh, that's not something I can destroy. Okay. Oh, there's a chest down there.
This place is incredible.
Is it? I don't know. Kratos has been to hell before. I'm pretty sure that was a little more incredible than this place. Although, I mean, you haven't.
In resisting an occupation, sometimes the most obvious methods are the best.
Get it old. No longer of use.
Enough about you. I'm talking about the whetstone.
The fuck is it? Okay, I guess that's something else then. Alright. Yes, Atrus, I can see them in front of me. It's fine.
So, point the mouth you had on the train, lad.
It's just a word. I've heard way worse from
The word does not matter. You lost control.
We were falling through the air. I thought we were gonna die.
Is that what you truly wish your last word to be?
No.
In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Harness it. Let it serve you.
Did I miss what he said? Did he say fuck or something? Because I didn't really process that.
ground. Tracks. These must lead into the mine. We need to get past this cargo.
I mean, they don't necessarily. They don't have to lead into mine. They can have been abandoned, and therefore they're just lying there for now.
Looks like the water powers the crane that's keeping the cargo up.
You don't fucking say that it does something like that. How fucking perceptive of you.
Brother, think freezing it
Yes.
could stop the water?
I'm aware. You fucking dipshits. Well, all the way up there. I'm not allowed to do it here. Can I just do it from the... Oh, okay.
Looks like you stopped the water flow on that trough. That's it.
Yeah, again, I have eyes. Why do you point out shit that happens right in front of me? Like, really? There's really no purpose to doing that.
Good bet there's a couple more near here. Let's find them, yeah?
There's one. Can I reach it? No. How the fuck do I reach it? I don't actually reach it from here, do I? I mean, no. Not even if this one was up. Oh, there's one though. That doesn't really solve my situation. Maybe if I do go over here, I'll be able to reach it at some point. Somehow.
I might be able to get up there if you help me.
No.
Great. I'll head across for a better look.
You do that.
Father, there's a gate up here heading towards the entrance to the mine. If you can get up here, I'll need your help lifting it.
If.
Oh, come on. You can jump that. Your knees aren't that bad.
Atreus.
Might you be able to freeze it?
Oh, I was like, where the fuck is my axe? But okay.
Wheel on your right, myself, brother.
I hope you can make that jump. It's another one of those wooden troughs. I wonder how the dwarves thought of stuff like this.
Aye. Might be the great motivator of convenience. Why do the work when you can get the wet stuff to do it for you?
Alright.
Sure hope Tyr's here.
Atreus, we seek information,
I know. Stop acting like I'm trying to start a war.
yet you do not say otherwise.
Brothers, maybe we can lay this to rest a bit, eh?
And why I needed to be on that side to do that is a good question. Because I could just do it from here, really. But, no. The game tells me. Although in reality it makes no sense.
lift on your side. I will lift on mine.
Lift what? Oh, this.
Heavier than I thought. Thanks.
I also don't even know if he needed to lift it. I feel like, yeah, Kratos could have done that on his own.
Maybe you can hit it from a different angle. Looks like we found Durlin's mine entrance.
Oh, will this be a mini boss or more No, okay, you're here now for some reason.
Got something else for you.
Sindri!
What is it?
Since you're currently lacking a light source, sorry, and have no way of seeing exactly what untold horrors lurk in the dark, these will help. Okay, back to your exploring now. Off with you.
Thanks, Sindri. Hey, wait, what do you mean by untold horrors?
Oh well, that was correct. Yes, fuck off.
Clinging to the wall! We gotta knock it down!
Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
No. Oh my lord.
Behind you! Watch out!
Okay, where specifically are you? Oh, there?
That was close.
Right, nothing else.
Seeing this? That huge crane's moving this way.
Oh, okay, and that was just... Sure, okay. That block will do something at some point then. But nothing right now. Sure. Or I just need to go at a different angle. Oh, wait a minute, okay. Same thing again.
Stay there.
Yes, sir!
And this will do... How do I, where will this lead me? Nope. Okay. Fuck do I know? Alright, fuck it. Whatever. We'll just leave it.
I think this is it. This is the mine.
Intriguing. However, we're ill-equipped to do anything with it right now.
Okay.
Look out!
Only two?
Looks like the official entrance to the mine is blocked. But there's gotta be another way.
You mean this hole? Right here?
This way.
Maybe?
Nice.
You blind
Dead end.
fuck?
Come on, let's see where this goes. These guys again? Where are they all coming from? Let's go.
It certainly smells like we're headed into a mine.
I think I can hear the water too.
Slow down, Atreus. Take care. Be ready.
So, I think I found where those wretches were coming from.
They will overwhelm you quickly. Stay close.
Fuck a trade, I don't give a shit.
Right flank! Right flank! Behind you! Incoming!
Okay, well, this is...
Watch out! Right side!
Nope. Fine, whatever. Oh, it's really bad that you can actually get knocked out of that animation. Apparently. Or at least certain ones.
He's dead. That'll take care of the rest of these things. That's all. of them. The smell these things leave behind is so gross.
A small consequence for disturbing their home.
Let's keep moving. I'm sorry. I know you said not to, but I can't stop thinking about this. We spend all of our time fighting bad stuff. And I don't get why we can't do that alongside Tyr.
We do not know him.
We saw his shrines. He's a leader. He stood up to Odin when no one else would. If he's done it before, why wouldn't he do it again?
Images from long ago do not tell a whole story.
There's a door. Once we get off this, let's check there for Tyr. He's gotta be close.
Well, no. Not necessarily.
I can't help but feel like you're angry with me or something.
No, that's just
Ever
how he
since we
looks
got
like
to
normally.
Farm, you've been critical of my every move. If you don't think I can lead us, just say so.
It is not your competence that is in question.
Okay? But what does that mean?
Consider your intent.
This place is huge. Must have taken ages to build. Another door. We'll have to check that one too.
God's instructions do not say which one.
Nope, we're on our own here. Your question from before, about my intent. I intend to help the God of War stop Odin. And that means freeing him from whatever prison he's in right now.
Brace yourselves, friends,
Sindri? Oh,
and be careful exiting that thing. 1 foot at a time. There are loose, rusty nails everywhere.
have you seen any signs of Tyr?
As if I would navigate this maze of running sewage. No, I'm sure you'll manage that on your own.
I don't know. The water looks pretty clear here.
Keyword, looks. How can I help?
Mm-hmm. How much? 4,000. Okay, making that. Okay, can I? Ooh, I got a chaos flame at some point, so let's upgrade that.
Fire's actually a disinfectant, so these are very hygienic.
Who gives a shit? They burn enemies. That's what I care for. While charging flame whiplash, yes, incoming projectile attacks will be deflected. Is that what that one does specifically? So strength is the same, but instead of luck, which low luck chance on any blade hit to grant an increase of strength and runic. Yeah, I'm just gonna equip that instead. Absolutely. Can't upgrade the shield, so that's fine.
I'll disinfect my tools.
Don't really care for these armors. Well, that requires 10. That requires 5. So that's 1,200.
Wear it with pride. Huh. That might be my best piece yet today.
Okay,
Very good.
Ugh.
I'll heat up the
Oh, I
forge.
could sell some stuff. Or...
Poor souls. Fighting the Aesir is a thankless job, as you well know.
Alright, good night. Can upgrade this, but I don't know what this is. It gives a small amount of defense. Should I rather just leave, I guess?
Want something in particular?
And now armor I can't because it requires 2,000 and a bunch of things. Yep.
Take care of your armor, and it'll take care of you.
This costs 1,500, so I can't do that.
Checking in on me?
Oh, Flames of Anguish. Quick upgrade that creates a fiery geyser. Launches nearby enemies. Okay. I can upgrade that. Yeah, I can upgrade that too then. This I need 8,000. Okay. Sure, there we go. It's pretty much free anyway, so. And this does what? Oh, okay, it's the okay, right. It's the same effect. Press that during that to spike the blade down and create a heavy burn effect explosion. Possibly, yes. I need some AoE shit. Like, dearly. What's this? Yeah, this will work in other ways anyways. Okay. This is a range thing, I don't care for that. Good.
Is that pure Svartalfheim slag? Give it here.
Okay, good. Just wham. Smack it like that. That does that. That does that now. That's the same attack. what are the things that I have for this? That was the power-up thing. Do more damage against burning enemies. Right. And that does, yep, that one. Yep. Okay, yep. I remember all those. I can hold that to get launched. I do have that for sprinting. And then both of those are that. Then I can hold down that one now in order to launch myself towards enemies. That will do this. That's the spike. That's the slash one, yeah. And then that's just the normal one. And now also because of my... oh yeah, I also have the Flames of Anguish. And I have the Winter's Bite. Right. So it grants a gift of strength on any axe kill. Okay. Then this, while charging, while I'm using that, projectiles will be deflected. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
Ooh, hello.
Whoever wrote this certainly had an eye for detail.
Experience is at 50. You freeloader.
Look, there's a door
Oh, no.
just across this gap. Tyr could be right there.
Okay, hold on then. Do I just jump down?
The water flow's blocked.
Do I need to hit it somewhere else? No. Okay. Andreas, now you are very... You know, you can very kindly say, I guess, if you want to, because I'm not sure what the fuck the game wants, question mark, am I just... What am I not seeing? Or is it just a matter of... No. No. Okay. Oh, okay.
Sounds like you got the water moving
There.
along, brother. What next?
That worked. Let's get to the door. Come on.
The fuck? What was in that? Alright. Alright, open.
Tyr?
Well, I certainly don't think this is where Tyr currently is.
He's gotta be here somewhere. This mine is huge.
Atreus, what do you intend to stop Odin from doing? You speak as if you know his plan.
I don't know his plan. That's why we're...
Ahem. Brothers, with Fimbulwinter underway and Ragnarok around the corner, Odin will be desperate. Whatever he's planning to do surely won't be to the benefit of anyone but himself.
Exactly. Go. Across the way. There's another
Right.
door. Maybe that's the one. It's down!
Oh, that's it.
Get off her!
There we go.
Learn anything?
Huh. Glad we explored. How many doors are there down here?
Not to be discouraging, but it is a mine after all.
Namir, that is discouraging.
Mm-hmm.
Did
We'll
you
deal
see
with
that
it.
over there? There's a broken door up to the left behind this crane. Maybe Tyr tried to escape. We should look.
Yoink.
I think that should keep the lift fully powered up. We're almost there.
Down we go. And we go back. See, what do we have here?
Where are you going?
We will return.
Yes, no? Why did we just do that?
Outstanding! That overflowing water is powering the crane. Clever.
This is side stuff, yeah? Oh god, we're
There's
out
another
fighting.
door. Let's beat these guys and check there.
Do them jumping into me count as a projectile?
To the left side!
Right side, farther.
Hey! I mean... Okay.
Right side.
Oh, it sure deflected it, yeah. Nope. That's just not fair, because that one was not even in my vision. And before it was too late. And where the fuck did you... Oh my god.
Wait, where are you going?
We will return.
There's another door! Beat these guys and check theirs!
Right side! Watch your right!
Bam.
Right side! Behind you! Watch out!
Nope. Just gonna super finish you right now. Bam.
Behind you!
Neat.
The door now, shall we?
There we go. Just to make sure. Oh, we can continue. The fuck?
We will look elsewhere first.
Fine.
I'm confused. What is main mission? Isn't it? It would be here? Yes, no.
Outstanding! That overflowing water is powering the train. Clever.
Yeah, doesn't look like we can power the lift from this side.
Are you seriously telling me? No, okay. There we go.
That's it. Come on. Let's take that lift up. Here can't be far.
We'll be up there in no time.
Yeah, this is where we're supposed to go, right? It would seem like it. Too bad then that I'm not doing that then. But alright. Just very confused over the fact that the other path keeps going further than just this one bit. You don't tend to do that.
Another dead end. A statue. Made for the Aesir.
Indeed. And then stolen by Ulfjolf the thief.
Oh, it's a dead end at the moment. That's why I can. Fair enough. And now we retract the axe and go up.
Okay, new exercise. Let's think about how Tyr's probably feeling locked up in his mind. If I were imprisoned by Odin and finally freed, Odin would obviously be at the top of my list. But I would just want to fight something. Anything. Even if it was just to know I feel good. Tyr? Whoa, what happened here?
Okay, no, this is not necessarily. I mean, it says we need to go there, so you know. Okay, let's save there. And yeah, we'll know that it's the one that has most progress, and then we will continue on Friday. Getting more stuff that helps me. The games, which other game was it? I played another game that struggled when you were dealing with several enemies. It may have been Nier as well. I forget, but I feel like the game struggles a little bit when you're fighting several. Especially when you're fighting some melee and then like two others that are ranged. Because then you kind of have to, while not being able to see because the camera is so close and you don't have many, you can't really look around a lot, or very easily. You kind of have to predict when projectiles are coming in and whatnot. Oh boy. Anyways.